What's up, Amelia? And I'm sitting here with Nick-Deonas. We're on the back porch of Brett's right here at the Harbor Marina in downtown Fernandina-Beach. Nick this year has been selected as the Grand Marshal for the Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival Parade. What kind of honor is that for you, Nick?
Well, it's a great honor, really, Judy. I'm very passionate about keeping the history of shrimping and boat building alive here on the island. And you know, anything I can do to help facilitate just keeping that history alive, I will. But to be chosen or to be selected as Grand Marshal, you know, it's quite an honor, not for me so much, but for the people, you know, that started all this to get it all going.
Now you're a third generation shrimper, boat builder?
Actually, four generations.
So your family came here in 1912?
My grandfather came here in 1912 from Greece and started building boats just north of us, south of us, about probably 3,000 feet from where we're sitting.
Look different then?
It looked a little bit different. Yes, it did. And then my father came in 1941 from Greece and started building boats. Dad died in '69. I kept on building boats.
Well, how has the shrimping industry changed? Didn't they start in robot boats with hand cast nets?
They did. It was oh gosh. In the early days, it all started, they would row and they started pulling small nets and using cast nets and so on, you know, to catch shrimp. The shrimp were very plentiful. And then Joe Giannino and Versaghi, there were several Italian family members who got together and they started pulling a net with a motor. They went offshore a little ways, and the catch was just phenomenal. And the industry started from that. And then it was sort of a race every day to see, we need bigger boats, we need more power, we've got to pull more nets, we've got to pull larger nets, we need to catch more shrimp. And right here in this harbor, I mean, you know, I remember even back in the 60s and the 70s, you know, boats tied 4, 5, 6, 7 deep, you know, along the docks. I mean, it was phenomenal, the business.
Now, did they process the caught shrimp here as well?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Next door to my grandfather's boatyard, John Clara had a dock, and they actually processed the shrimp and they pasteurized them and they put them in jars and they boxed them, and it was so cool because as a kid, it was a long dock and they used to drive the trucks out on the dock, and I used to think, man, that's great, you know, they're driving the trucks out on the dock. But I knew all the ladies that worked there. I would take my bicycle and go out on the dock and I'd get a shrimp sandwich, and then I would leave there and go down to the crab plant, and I knew all the ladies there, and I'd get a crab sandwich.
You eat your way through Fernandina?
It was great growing up here, you know, in a boat building and seafood family. But yeah, they did many packing houses along here where the boats would come in, unload their shrimp, they would head them. I mean, a lot of times till 2 or 3 in the morning on heading tables, big tables with all the shrimp and people heading shrimp all night long. So yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen to the shrimping industry with all these fresh shrimp farms that are going?
Sad to say, but it's an industry that is so costly now to get into and to keep it going. You know, my grandmother used to say the juice ain't worth the squeeze. And you know, that's about what's happening with the shrimping.
Oh, but there's nothing better than one of those fresh shrimp from Fernandina.
Caught right out here in salt water. You know, you don't want pond-raised shrimp. You want ocean-caught shrimp.
Well, we're going to see you again then on April 30th at 6 o'clock at the Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival Parade.
Absolutely.
What kind of car are you going to be in, do you know?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But they tell me there will be a car. So.
They don't make you walk that quick.
Well, I hope not. No, I hope not. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sitting with me today.
Well, thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
I'm Judy Mackey with What's Up, Amelia.